Right team, so today we are going to run a session, kind of strength and core session, part of the Stay Active video series that we're going to be running. So today we're going to do 3 6-minute blocks. We've got a group of 3 exercises in each block, and we're going to run that for 6 minutes rest, 6 minutes rest, and the final 6 minutes, and then you're done. Okay, so it's not too long, 18 minutes total working, and then a few rests in between. So right, let's get started. So I'm Lewis, to introduce myself, and that is James. So he's going to be running through the exercises. So James, to start, we're going to warm up. If you want to lie on your back, we're going to bring our heel into the ground. 1 foot down is single leg glute bridge. Okay, so he's going to push through his heel up to the top, driving his hip nice and high, pausing for a second before coming back down. So we're going to do about 8 reps per side. So that's number 5, 6, 7, and 8. Change legs. So driving through that heel, really squeezing hard through his hips, trying not to arch his back. So that's the key. Squeeze, good. Nice. And 1 more. Good, and relax. So next exercise, we're going to go into a downward dog. So James is going to turn to his front. He's going to have his hands under his shoulders, his feet in a press up position, and then he's going to push his hips back and through, bum into the air, and then driving all the way down through his heels into the floor. Okay, so that's the key. We're trying to focus on getting our hamstrings stretched here, dropping those heels in, bum nice and high in the air. Again, 8 reps. Good, squeeze through, nice. Relax, well done, good. So next one is the world's greatest stretch. So same position again, that press up position. He's going to bring 1 foot up to the outside of his hand, rotate, reach up to the ceiling, and then come back down, change sides. So alternating everyone. So he's going to do about 6 on each side. So he's going to focus, pushing that bum back into the air, activating that hamstring, and then rotating that torso. Good, lovely. So just notice where James is bringing his knee close to the floor as he comes into that lunge. So his bum isn't in the air. Good, and 1 more. Nice, and relax there. Cool, so last one, we're going to do a plank overhead reach. It's going to be a tall plank position. So same again, press up position. So you haven't got to move too far, which is good. Feet slightly wider. He's then going to reach 1 hand above, pause for a second or 2, and then come back down. So he's really bracing his core, not letting his back arch or change hip position. So it's really key to stay nice and sturdy and stiff through the center. Good, so same again, 8 reps, nice strong hold. Good. And then 1 more. Perfect, relax there, James. Right, that's it for the warm-up, so then we're going to get into it. So the first group of exercises we're going to be doing is reverse lunge, press up, and a chest to floor burpee. So James is going to run through the first one. So reverse lunge, he's going to stand, single leg, hinge back, push down to that toe, and then drive through. So keeping his weight placed through the middle of his foot as he pushes back up and through, and getting his back knee as close to the floor as possible. So the key is to hinge forward slightly, keeping his weight onto that front foot. Good, so 16 reps total. Relax there for now. Sorry, ignore the reps. That was a total lie. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. So then we're gonna do some press ups. So press up position. There's a few variations we're gonna do. So this is the first position we're gonna do, the tall press up position. So he's gonna come down, lower his elbows down, and then extend back to the top, keeping his hips in line with his chest and all moving as one. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is James is gonna go down onto his knees. He's going to keep his hips forward, but not all the way forward, and he's going to then come down that similar position, the press up. His hips again are staying in line with his chest, and he's coming down towards the floor and pressing back up again. Good, and relax. And the third option, so the in-between option. So the second one is our easier option. The first one was our hardest option. The in-between one we can do is we're going to start in that tall position. We're going to lower ourselves down very slow. So around 3 seconds, comes to the floor, James is going to relax, put his knees down, and then push back up to the top, okay? So we're going to show it one more time, control, relax, knees down, push back up, okay? Right, let's stop there. So the last one we're gonna do is the chest to floor burpee. So starting from the top, James is gonna bring his hands down, legs out behind. He's then gonna lower himself to the floor and then press back up, feet back in and hands above your head. If you can't manage the press, you can do a worm-like motion on the floor. So if you want to just show that, so come down, press up position. He's going to lower his hips down to the floor and then chest up, hips up, and then back to the top, okay? So that's the modified version. So if you can do a press up, do the press. If you can't, do the modified worm position, I'd like to call it, okay? So that's our first three. So we're going to get started. Let's set a timer. Right, cool. So we've got 6 minutes on the clock. Right, James, you're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1, reverse lunges. So 30 seconds, keeping that weight through the front of that foot. Good, pushing and staying strong. Lovely. Good, keep going. Really key, keeping that pressure on that front foot. Good, so that's 20 gone, 10 seconds to go. Good, keep pushing through. 3, 2, 1. So changing into those press ups. So James is gonna do the tall press up, but choose the one that's best for you. Good, so it's no rest between the exercises. It's a constant movement for 6 minutes. Good, nice James, strong. Keep going, keep going. Perfect, that's 20 done, 10 seconds to go. Good tempo, good movement, staying stiff throughout and relax there, good. So last one, chest to floor burpees. So come down, chest to floor, big jump up, hands behind your head. Perfect, good, 1. Strong, good. That's halfway. Perfect, come on, final straight, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. Then we're back to the start again, so those reverse lunges. So as you get tired, we want to make sure our technique isn't getting compensated for. Okay, so keep yourself doing the full range, knee coming close to the ground, pushing back up, weight shifting on that front leg. As you get tired, it's much harder to do it, but I'd rather less reps and better technique. Good, staying strong, keeping going. 3, 2, 1, good. Changing the exercise back to those press ups. So remember, you don't have to stick to the first one you did. So if you've started on this one, you can regress, go down to the knees, or you could just do the lowers and pressing back up on the knees. It is entirely up to you. Good, James. Strong, keep going, keep going, keep going. 5 seconds, you're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, so back to those burpees. So chest to floor, lower yourself down, push back up. So remember, you don't need to press, you can do a worm-like motion to get yourself up and off the floor. Nice, good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're doing really well. You've got 10 seconds. Easy, come on. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Back to the first one, reverse lunges. Good, so we're halfway now, so there's 2 more rounds to go. It's a constant 6-minute block, and then we're gonna rest. Good, James, good form. Really good, keep moving. Nice, last few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to those press ups. Good, good depth, that's it. So what's really nice here is James, his elbows are almost coming above his torso, which is good. He's getting a nice full range of motion. Chest is almost touching the floor. Good, strong, keep going, keep going, keep going. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, good, and to those burpees. Strong, good, perfect. That's it, nice, looking good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, that's it. Really good. So all the way down, chest on floor, back up again, last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Last round now, so reverse lunges. Set number 4, so this one is gonna get really tough, so you might find yourself struggling a little bit more. If you need to, slow it down. Make sure you get in the full range, don't compensate in the movement. Good, that's it, keep going James, doing really, really well. Nice, good. Torso lean, pushing through that front foot, really nice. 3, 2, 1, into those press ups. Good. Strong. And again, so every time his elbow is just going above his torso, so it's really good, it's consistency in the movement. As he's getting tired, he's dropped down, which is fine. So if you ever need to adjust, just adjust. Keep going, keep going, keep going, doing really well. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. And the last one, burpees, then he's gonna get a nice rest. Well earned. Good. Perfect. Strong, James, looking really good. Keep going, keep going. 10 seconds left, last 10. That's it, keep pushing through. 3, 2, and relax there, well done. Good, so that's the first round. So we're gonna rest 90 seconds. If you feel like you need longer, just hit pause on the video, give yourself a bit of extra time, and then come back to it, okay? So give James a little break before we start to run through the next exercise. Cool, so let's lateral squat, shoulder taps, hamstring march. How was that?
Tough.
Yeah?
Press ups.
Yeah. Nice little tricep pump. Feeling good. Cool, so let me talk through the next stage. So we're gonna be going through another 3 exercises for those 6 minutes. We've got a lateral squat, shoulder taps, and a hamstring march. So you're going to need, if you have a bench, great, just like we have to the side here. If you don't, you can do this on a chair, on the sofa, anywhere. Okay, anything where your feet, both feet can be placed up onto, and you have enough room to lie on your back behind it. And I'll show you a bit more what I mean in a second with James. So are you ready to demonstrate? Cool. So the first one we've got is a lateral squat. He's going to take a nice wide stance. If you want to, you can turn your feet out. That is optional. So he's going to sit into one hip. He's going to push his hip back, bend that knee forward so he can sit as low as he can into it. You may find your stance isn't wide enough. So if it feels like you're finding it hard to sit into that hip, try going a little bit wider. Okay, so the next one we've got is shoulder taps. So press up position again, a lot of shoulder work today. So he's going to hold this nice and strong position. He's going to slowly reach and touch his shoulder, and he's going to change arms alternating, okay? So just notice his hips aren't moving. His torso is staying really rigid, and he's just holding a nice tall plank, okay? So then we've got a alternating hamstring march for the last one. So he's going to lie on his back. He's going to have his 2 feet on the bench. He's then going to push his bum into the air, so he's got a nice straight line from his heels all the way through to his shoulders, and he's just one leg at a time, bringing his knee towards his chest. So actively think about pushing the heel that is on the bench into the bench, and that's going to fire up our hamstrings. Okay, you can relax there, James. Right, perfect. So let's get another timer on. So have another drink, get yourselves prepped. Right, you ready, James?
Ready.
Cool, so round 2, 6 minutes, same again, 3 exercises, 4 times. And 3, 2, 1, lateral squat, let's go. Good, lovely. So notice his hips sitting back, he's staying nice and tall, he's using his arms to counterbalance, to make it a little bit easier to get into that position. Okay, you can often find that the arms can just help keeping you in a nice balanced position. Good, strong James, doing really well. So 25 seconds in, he's got 5 more to go. Good, 3, 2, 1. And exercise number 2, shoulder taps. So press up position. Good, legs wider, good, as he is. Perfect, hips staying nice and rigid. So it's all about bracing. Really use that stomach to push hard, maintain that tall position. Absolute sturdy, he's looking good. Almost there, good, 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Into those hamstrings, alternating hamstring marches. So heels on the bench. You're gonna push into the air, nice straight line, and then one leg at a time, pulling through. So he's just pushing down his heel into that bench to keep his hips nice and high. Good, keep going, keep going, keep going. So that is 10 seconds to go. Really strong position. His hips staying nice and tall, not dropping. And 3, 2, 1, good. Back to that first one again. So lateral squat, nice wide stance. Again, turn the feet up if you need to. Take a wider stance if you're not too sure if it's feeling comfortable. Have a play around. Good. Perfect, keep going, keep going, keep going. 10 seconds left. Try to be quick on the changeovers, otherwise it leaves you a little bit less time in the working aspect. 3, 2, 1, good. So nice quick change into those shoulder taps. Good. Perfect. Nice, so again, hips sturdy, torso sturdy, bracing through the middle, feet nice and wide. Good, really good, James. 10 seconds left. Almost there, that's it, keep going, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, good. Into that alternating march, so feet on the bench or your chair, sofa, whatever it is, and then driving through. Good. So again, push those heels down the bench, squeeze your bum so it's nice and high. Heel should be nice, straight line through to your shoulder. Good, keep going, keep going, keep going. Final straight, 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, good. Back to the first one, so that's halfway point. 2 more rounds to go. So lateral squat. Good. Again, if you're getting tired now, really focus on slowing it down if you need to, and just focus on the movement. Don't worry about how many reps you do. That's not important, it's about the quality. Good, keep going, keep going, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, changing. Back to those shoulder taps. Wrong way around. Perfect, good. So again, sturdy hips, sturdy frame, feet nice and wide, and just controlling that movement. Good, 10 seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Doing well. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. So hamstring march, feet on the bench again, pushing through that heel. Hips nice and high, that's it. Feet aligned with the shoulder, nice straight line. Good. Really squeezing up. So you might feel your bum start to drop at this point. Just really focus on pushing your heel in and pushing your hip up. Good, 5 seconds. Almost there, James. 3, 2, 1. Good. And back to the first one. So this is your last round. So again, don't lose the form. Focus on the movement. James is going to come down nice, good. So he's trying to sit as deep as he can. Big push to the top. Lovely, good. Keep going, keep going. Nice, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, change the exercise back to those shoulder taps. Good, looking good. So, controlling the raise, hips sturdy, tight upper back, keeping yourself nice and in line. Doing really good. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and the last one of the rounds, or the block. Feet on, hips up, and marching through, so knee to chest, pushing that heel in, hips nice and high. So again, don't let the hips start to drop at this point. Really focus on keeping them nice and high. Good, 10 seconds of the block. Strong, keep going, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax there, good. So gonna have a nice break, have a drink. How was that one, harder? Yeah? He's in the first one. Okay.
Still tough.
So the next one, we've got a 6-minute block again, same layout, 3 exercises, 4 rounds gonna go through. Okay, so the 3 exercises we're going to be doing is butterfly sit-ups, prone Ys, and a squat hold. So depending on your flooring, if it's not very hard, if it's not very soft, sorry, grab yourself a mat if you have one, or a pillow just to put your chest onto, because we're going to be lying face down for this next one, okay? So just get yourself prepared for that. You don't need the chair or the bench anymore. So all we kind of need is maybe a mat or a nice soft flooring. Right, do you want to go through? So first one, butterfly sit-ups. James is going to lie on his back. He's going to have his feet facing each other with his knees out wide. He's going to reach his hands back, touch the floor. He's then going to throw his hands forward, curl himself up and touch his feet. Hands touch back, curl up, touch his feet and come down. So he's really pulling through his stomach at this point. He's pushing his lower back in the floor as he raises up and rotating up to the top. Okay, so we're going to relax there. We're going to turn onto our front and going to go into our prone Ys. So his nice long position. Okay, so his legs are together. His hands are going to be above his head, thumbs up. He's then going to raise his hands off the floor and hold it for 1 to 2 seconds. Okay, so this is working our upper back. He's pulling his shoulders back, really squeezing nice and high. Okay, relax there, James. And then the last one we're going to do is a squat hold. So you're going to come up to that tall position, you're going to squat down. James can use his arms to stabilize himself a little bit as he comes down and just hold that nice position. So his knees are traveling forward, which is good. His feet stay nice and flat on the floor. His hips are back like he's sitting in a chair, and he's staying in a nice, tall, upright position. So really focus on not letting your back round as you get into that squat. Okay, so stay nice and tall. Let your hips and knees do all the work. Right, that's a 2-minute rest, that's a treat. Right, let's go into the next one. So, let's kick it off for those butterfly sit-ups, so lying on those backs, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Perfect, so hands are touching back, curling up, bracing through the middle to come up. Try not to overly throw those arms forward, but if you do need to in the latter parts, then use it to your advantage. But he's really trying to curl up through the center of his feet, the center of his torso, through his stomach. Good, keep going, keep going. That's 30 seconds, so changing position. Gonna go into those prone Ys, lying on your front. Hands up, thumbs up. Gonna raise those arms above the head as high as you can, okay? Squeeze, good, nice pause. Yeah. Good for shoulder rehab. Any of you have some shoulder issues? Good, keep going, keep going. 5 seconds, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, into that squat hold. So up on your feet, so try and be fast on those changeovers, straight down into it. So you've only got 30 seconds. Good, so James is going to try and not let his hips drop or go up at any point in this. He's going to really try and stay strong in that position. If you notice, his knees are not traveling in, they're staying nice and out over the toes. His knees are forward, his back is nice and straight, his hips are down, it's good. And 3, 2, 1. Back to that first exercise. So butterfly sit-ups, lying on the back, feet facing each other, knees out. You're going to throw those arms forward and curl up to the top. Good. Perfect, good. So although he initiates with the arms, if you look at his back as he comes up, his chest comes forward and his lower back pushes into the floor as he comes up. So it's a real curl using his abs. And relax there, prone wise. So turning on those fronts, face down, thumbs up, arms above head, and then raising up, pausing for 1 to 2 seconds. Good, squeeze, good. It's harder than it looks when you start getting into it. Really keep going, squeeze up, good, squeeze, good. So James's feet are staying in contact with the floor, which is a good thing in this position. So we want to try not to have our feet up, so our back arches. And 3, 2, 1, good. Change to that squat hold. So nice quick transition, sitting down, good. So again, his knees are traveling forward over his toes, his hips are back, his feet are nice and flat on the floor. His knees are not caving in, they're pushed out over the toe. There's a nice upright torso. And it's just using those arms to stabilize. So again, hold that strong position, try not to sit on your ankles. Have to resist against the force of gravity. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Back to those prone wise. Butterfly sit-ups. I'm getting it wrong now. Good, touch, come forward, perfect. So again, starting with that chest coming forward, rounding that back up. If you have a look at his back as he comes into it, arms come forward, chest comes down, lower back curls up. Squeeze, good. Almost there, keep going, 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, good. Turning onto those front, into those Ys, so we're halfway now. Face down, arms up, and raising up. Good. Squeeze, good. So nice strong pause, his feet are staying in contact with the floor, so try not to let your feet go in the air. Good. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then turn on the squat position. So come down, knees are going to travel forward, hips going to sit back, chest going to stay nice and upright, and knees aren't going to cave in, they're going to stay out over his toes. Good. Strong, good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. As you get tired with this one, try not to sit too high or sit too low. Try and maintain that nice low squat position. Good, last few seconds, 3, 2, 1, and last round, butterfly sit-ups, lying on that back, feet together, hands touch and throw forward. Good, initiating through those arms, chest comes forward, lower back into the ground and rolling forward, curling up. Nice, good James, keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then turn onto that front, to those prone Ys. So last one, hands up, pulling those shoulders back. So last one for the Ys, then we've got one more after. Good, squeezing. So it's getting really hard to lift them off the floor, so just come as high as you can every time. Shoulders should be getting a little bit tired at this point. Squeeze, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, last one is that squat hold. So again, sitting down, let those knees travel forward, keeping those feet flat on the floor, hips sat back. Good. And those knees over those toes. Good, strong, keep going, keep going, keep going. So that's 10 seconds left. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's done. So well done, team. Give yourself a little round of applause. Good, well done, James. Thank you for being my help today. And we'll see you guys again soon.